Home sweet home. First things first, Luke wants to see if we have cable. So we have cable?
Yep.
Party! Hey guys, so we are currently in Nashville, Tennessee. We got in yesterday, but our Airbnb accommodation didn't start until today. So we stayed at our friend Georgia's house last night. Thank you to Georgia for having us. And we've just checked in. So I'll show you guys some of the footage of the little cute Airbnb that we're staying at. We're staying in South Nashville this time as well. We haven't stayed here before, so it'll be cool to kind of explore a different area. Today we're going to kind of set ourselves up, set up camp here in our house, go to Kroger or the supermarket, do some meal planning, figure out what we need to buy for the 2 months that we're here, and just get settled in today. Well done. So this is a little bit of our first shopping list.
Birds chirping. A beautiful little house. It's really hot today. It's probably
It's like 37 degrees this whole week.
Australian.
Which would be like, I think 90 plus in US. High 90s, I think, if I had to guess. Mexican restaurant.
Gotta be healthy and on a budget.
Healthy on a budget are our two things. Now we're talking. This is our unhealthy treat, Dr. Pepper.
Coke.
No Coke. We don't need Coke as well. Popcorn the size of your pillowcase. Is our stuff to begin with. So we have to fit all of this and that into an Uber.
Into an Uber.
Yeah, awkward. So story time. So we're in the Kroger. I'm looking at chocolate in the aisle, and this guy starts to walk down my aisle. He kind of catches my attention because he's like a really interesting looking person. This huge guy with these sunglasses on and this like pimp necklace, diamante, this hat, and I'm like, okay, interesting. I kind of look away, do what I'm doing. He's like, excuse me, is this your trolley? And the trolley wasn't even anywhere near me, and I was like, no, that's not mine. And then he's like, oh, I love your accent, like, where are you from? And I'm like, Australia. He's like, oh wow, I have some friends that just moved to Australia. We used to be in the music industry together, and I worked with Kenny Chesney, Toby Keith, Shania Twain, like you name it, I worked with them. And I was like, oh, cool. I've been talking to you for 20 seconds and you've just like name dropped like crazy and told me how important of a person you are. Start to feel uncomfortable because I just like know where this conversation's going. Then he's like, so what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a musician. He's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, singer-songwriter. He's like, oh, really? He's like, huh. He's like, I used to manage a lot of country artists. I'm like, here we go. He's like, yeah, and I would take them really high up the ladder, like really high up. We would meet like top industry people. So I reckon that you're really marketable and I could do a lot of stuff for you, you know, coming from Australia and stuff. I'm like, there's a lot of Australians over here. I'm not that marketable. Anyway, he's like, so do you like money? I'm like, yeah, money's okay. Stupid question. Who doesn't like money? And he's like, have you ever had $1 million? And I'm like, no, I can't say I have. He's like, well, I could get you $1 million if we did some work together. I really like you. You know, I think you're special. I think you're unique. Then he's like, how about you put your number in my phone? I'm like, oh, I can't put my number in your phone because I don't have an American SIM card yet. Lie. And then he's like, put your Australian number in. And I'm like, my Australian number won't work. And he's like, seriously, just put a number in. So I'm like, go and put my Australian number in, but I changed the last digit. He gives me his business card, Mr. Real or something. He's like, you better call me because I could make you really famous, pretty much is what he was saying. I just like hate those types of people, and being like an emerging artist in the entertainment industry, you constantly meet these like seedy, slimy characters who are like full of false promises, who are just like wanting to take you for a ride, take your money. I don't even know what it is. Like sometimes they probably think that they have a huge ego and they think that they can deliver you all these things, but like they're usually just like total drop kicks. They want your money or they want you in another way, if you know what I mean. And it's just like, it can be really disheartening because like, you meet so many of them and I'm like, geez, do you not have like any morals or any ethical value to like take someone who's like trying to live out their dreams for a ride like that. These people are so vulnerable. Just really shits me, but I'm glad that I can see right through it, because being in this industry, you definitely meet a lot of them. Anyway, rant over. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, day 1. Trail mix. Also, check out that dog. You and me are gonna be good friends. So guys, Luke and I were planning on heading out to this thing tonight called Whiskey Jam. We're planning on going to it anyway, and it just got announced that Lady Antebellum is like playing it, and it's this like really small, quite intimate space. So it's gonna get packed out. So now we're like rushing to get there before everyone else does, because it starts in like an hour. So eek, here we go.
Please welcome Lady Antebellum.
Hey guys, so it's a Friday. I'm currently on Music Row, which is these like couple of streets in Nashville where all the publishing companies are, and pretty much they all have songwriters that are in these publishing companies, and they are here 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and they just like write songs all day. So I'm about to go into one of them and write a pumping song, I hope. It's my 3rd write this week. I'm really in the mood as well to write something upbeat and fun. It's a Friday, I'm feeling good, so fingers crossed. One semitone higher, I should say. Some magic, some classic, that keeps me up at night. It's a feeling, can't describe it, but it's there, look in your eyes and hold it, sinking on your nose underneath your skin. And just when I'm thinking, you gotta let me. Hello, so it's October 31st. Halloween, and today is the coldest day it's been our entire trip. It's 4 degrees, I think, and so I've gotten everything out. I really didn't bring enough winter clothing, so I don't know how I'm going to get through the next month, but I got invited to a Halloween party tonight, so we're going to go try and find something for me to wear, like a costume, but all that we have really near us is like a Walgreens, so this will be interesting. It's like a 10-minute walk, and I literally don't think I can make it in this cold. It is like ice. The wind is like ice. It's not even winter yet, so can we catch an Uber? So this house is on our street and they're really committing to it. Where are the trick-or-treaters?
Too cold for the trick-or-treaters.
Got the pumpkin to put the candy in, and also I'm going to take that as part of my costume tonight. We just have 1 bag of candy, so I'm hoping that's enough. I feel like it isn't going to be. It's 5 o'clock now, so hopefully people start coming now. I think they might come around 5. Luke's had horror movies going this entire week.
And pumpkin spice candles going.
And pumpkin spice candles burning. Our first Halloween, sitting out the front with the candy, was a total fail. We haven't had 1 kid. It's 7 o'clock, so I'm still hoping we get 1 kid. I don't know if it's just because it's so cold or we didn't have like a pumpkin out the front. I put him out the front now. It's a little disappointing, but it's also kind of good because I get to eat all the candy myself. I think we have our first trick-or-treaters. Yay! Hello! Hi guys! Oh hello! Oh, hello. Trick-or-treat. You guys are great. Some candy. You guys have fun? You got some? You got some. So guys, I just booked my first gig in Nashville. It's very last minute and random, but I'm playing at a place tonight called The Road. It's like a country restaurant, cafe, kitchen type of place. So I'm gonna go down there and do an hour set. Luke's gonna do it with me. We're gonna do a mixture of covers and originals. And yeah, it'll be fun to do like an America gig. So I'm excited.
Hey boy, give me a shot or two. One round is all I need from you. Hey boy, give me a shot or two. But you're ready for journals back. When you try to walk away, you come straight back. Something about a taste feels like it's more than just a dream. Feels like unforgettable memories. Then I wake up by myself, it's me, and I'm feeling like I don't matter if I'm
First time seeing snow. Where is it?
It was here before.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's coming down. Hard to see, but that I'm pretty sure it's all white.
See the car over there? The back windscreen?
Let's go, this is pretty shit snow. Alright guys, it's the next morning and it snowed last night. It's like really minimal, the amount of snow, but there's a little bit here. It's funny because Luke, who has never seen snow before, is losing his mind and oh my gosh, it's icy. And he went out this morning and he picked up a handful of snow off the bins here and was like throwing it up in the air. Funny.
And most snow's on the bin.
What you got there?
A little snow bin.
It's a little gross, but oh my gosh, making me cold just thinking about it. Look at you go!
I'm gonna make a snowball.
What? Thanks. Breakfast time.
Yeah.
You don't think it's crazy, huh?
I don't think it's crazy. Dan Huff just drove past us in the car, so Luke's freaking out. Good? Good? But interesting. That's fine. Final night in Nashville and playing golf with me. Lunch and learn. Gonna go get.
You need a bigger club.
You need the big dog.
You know what I mean? But they go cut off. Yeah.